everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Saturday, March 19th. Now on our show today, we have the Republican Club of Laguna Woods, and they have a lot of information to share with us. And then we have Pacific Cremations, and that is with Becky Lamaco, and so she is going to tell us all about some of the things and choices that they have available. All right, let's take a look at our weather. We have very nice skies for the next few days. We are looking at sunshine skies today, but a little bit of clouds. 66, 51. Then on Sunday, we have 68, 50. And then Monday, 72, 49. Now, if you're traveling, take a look at these numbers. Our beaches are looking quite nice. 65, 53. Santa Barbara, 67, 48. San Diego, 63-53, Tahoe 39-18, and we are expecting snow today. Mammoth 45-20, Big Bear 50-25, Palm Springs a nice 82-55, and then in Vegas 75-52, and we are expecting high winds today, so be careful if you're driving out there. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:56, and our sunset was 7:02. We'll be at 7:02. Thank you, Cole, for sending in this beautiful photo of the Central Coast. If you have a photo you would like to share with us, please email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we come back, we will have the Republican Club of Laguna Woods, so stick around.
Facts are frightening. 1 out of 3 people over 65 fall each year.
The idea of falling makes me very fearful.
I have a fear because my balance is poor.
The #1 reported accident for a senior is a fall.
Hi there, I'm Bob Eubanks. I want you to try 60 Up.
60 Up is the balance system that can change your life. If you have balance, strength, or mobility issues, you need 60 Up.
It's a miracle. Within a couple weeks, my balance is improved.
If you're feeling scared to get up and out, you need 60 Up.
It's easy to use and it works.
60 Up is a safe, low-impact balance exercise system with integrated poles. 60 Up strengthens your core, legs, increases cardio for energy, stamina, and overall physical health. Go to 60up.com. 60 Up has live classes, hundreds of workouts for balance, and thousands of people in our Facebook members community.
I created the 60 Up and it really works. So join me on my live classes and let me help you improve your balance and mobility together.
Try it risk-free for 30 days and get free shipping if you order now.
It changed my life.
Go to 60up.com. That's the number 60up.com.
Hi folks, this is Dan O'Weiler with Sterling Financial Advisors. We've been around for a long time, been on This Day with Lisa, and just wanted you to know that we're still in business, even through the pandemic. We still have the opportunity to now meet with people individually in person, and we'd like to invite you to give us a call if it would make some sense. If you're doing some planning for retirement, please give us a call. We'll be happy to meet with you. Thanks so much.
Welcome back. Well, as I mentioned, we have 3 people here from the Republican Club. We have Pam, Bob, and Pat. Well, welcome to the show. How are all of you?
We're good, thank you.
Good. Well, we've got a lot going on. Obviously, we have an election year, and you guys have a lot to cover. So, Pam, we're going to start with you. You want to talk about what it is about a precinct, and you're the chair.
Right.
Okay.
I'm the city chair for the Republican Club.
All right.
And a lot of people don't understand what a precinct team is, and they're the grassroots of the Republican Party. Mm-hmm. And they're really powerful because the precinct team interacts with the actual voter.
Okay.
And we're looking for volunteers, and our goal is to reach every Republican voter in Laguna Woods before the primary.
Okay, and that primary is the 7th of June.
June 7th.
Right. So when you talk about a precinct team, so obviously you're interacting with the voter. What do you do?
Well, what they do, and actually it is fun because you get to meet a lot of different people.
Okay.
Is we promote Republican candidates and issues such as school choice. Right now we're promoting that as an issue.
Okay.
And the precinct team makes phone calls to the registered Republicans, and they also walk in their neighborhoods.
Okay.
And they contact the Republican voters that live in their neighborhoods.
Okay.
And they inform them about the different issues that are going on. And we also tell them that it's really important that they vote. And we do handouts of materials regarding the different candidates.
Now, how do you normally do the handouts? Do you walk around the Laguna Woods, or do you do it at locations, or how does that work?
We just do the village.
Okay.
So
okay.
the Republican Club is just contacting
Those in the village.
the Republican
Okay.
voters that live in the village.
Okay, great. Training, is there training involved?
There is training involved.
Okay.
And what you do for the training is I meet one-on-one with the different people that are going to be volunteering and go over what they need to be doing.
Okay, excellent. Now, Pat, you are a precinct volunteer.
Right.
And what do you do?
I will call people.
So you're like a dial for dollars kind of gal.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes they pick up, sometimes they don't.
Right.
When they pick up, then it's you meet somebody new and you make a new friend and you make a new Republican voter.
Okay.
Hopefully, that's
Well,
the
right.
whole
I mean,
idea.
I think, well, the other thing is you also probably have to tell everybody about the issues, right? I mean, you have certain issues that you feel very strongly about, and then it's your job to relay those issues. And
Exactly.
sometimes it's like, hey, are you happy with what you're doing right now? Would you rather hear about, different types of things? So you have to be very knowledgeable.
Exactly. And you also have to get them excited about it too.
Right, so-
a lot of people are we're going through a lot of stuff right now, so
We
you want
are.
to get people excited and involved.
Well, and it's also getting them excited to vote regardless of what their party
Regardless.
is, because some people are very, they lethargic, they don't want to go vote, and I know you guys are trying to make it really easy for people to vote as
Exactly.
well as register to vote. So, and that's kind of where you're going to come in here, is you're going to tell me a little bit about how to register, and the primary, like you said, is right around the corner. What do people need to know about registering?
Well, there's some critical dates. There's April 28th when the voter information guides are sent out.
Okay.
And if you don't get it before May 9th, May 9th is the first day to vote. So you want to get it before May 9th so you know what the candidates stand for.
Okay.
And the last day to register to vote in the primary is May 23rd. After that, it's only conditional voting, which means you have to fill out a bunch of forms and they determine whether your vote will count.
Okay.
And then the voting centers, the select voting centers, they're open on May 28th. And there are just a few. And then on May 23rd, they'll open all the voting centers. It's not like the old days where they had precincts all around the place. These are just a few voting centers.
Well, that's good. I mean, I know things are a little bit easier for people to, get their ballots, turn them in, what have you. Now, there's another thing that you wanted to tell us about for registration. Now, you don't just have to go online. You guys have a vehicle that you're driving around.
Yeah, one of our ladies has a golf cart, and she's a mobile registration person.
I love that. How does it work? I mean, does she just does she write down your name and stuff, or how does that work?
Well, she has the registration forms, and she helps her fill it out.
Oh, okay, great. So she's got all the forms and everything needed. Excellent. Now, Pam, is there anything else that you want to let people know about Precinct?
Yes, I do. I want to stress why it's important to become a precinct team member, because our goal is to reach every Republican voter before that primary.
Right.
And to encourage them to vote. And then also, the ballots are going to be mailed out May 9th. So we need people to volunteer to help us get the word out about the issues and the candidates that are out there.
Prior to May 9th.
Exactly.
Okay. So now, when you have people now, and approximately how many people are you looking for? Is it just an open-ended number?
An open-ended number.
Great.
Right. As many as
Maybe
we
you're
can
going to get 1,000. Who
That would be
knows? Wouldn't that be
perfect.
wonderful if you had that
would
many
be.
people?
It would.
Who would be willing to dial like you? You just dial that phone, and that's great. I say dial, but it's really not a dial, right? It's just pushing those numbers.
Yeah,
Perfect.
most people, they'll walk And
Oh, okay.
and then you only go to Republican residents.
Oh, I see.
And there you give them the information. And we also invite them to come to our Republican club meetings.
Right, and that was a fantastic segue into what Pat is going to tell us about the meeting that's coming up. And you guys have Pat Bates coming.
I'm sorry?
You have Pat Bates coming.
Yes, Pat Bates is coming.
Great,
And,
tell us about it.
There's a couple more too that are running for the Superior Court, and they'll be there. And so please sign up and give a call to Pat Zingaro.
Uh-huh.
She's on the screen right there, 303-886-9600.
Okay.
And make a reservation.
Now it's a lunch, so you guys have a meeting for the first 45 minutes. And is that when the speakers come on, or are the speakers during the lunch?
The speakers come on about 12:15, right? Just when. So there's kind of a social hour going on first, and then then they come on.
Okay.
And,
now, are the speakers there from the beginning so people can meet them and ask questions beforehand?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's great. That's good.
That's one part of the social hour and stuff. So
right.
So we've had what, about 140, I think, at the
that's
last
great.
meeting. So.
Okay, good. And then you have meetings every month, right? And what are the days of those meetings?
The first. What is it?
It's
the
the first
Friday.
Friday of the month.
The first Friday
of every month.
Yeah.
Okay, and I imagine that you'll be having speakers throughout the next few months, probably right up until the election. Would that be correct?
And I'd like to explain how people can sign up to be on the precinct team.
All right.
And what you can do, you can call me and my number is 951-972-7946.
Okay.
And then you can register with the ocgop.org. That's what you'd go online. And then once you sign up for them, they give you what precinct your neighborhood is. And that's where you would be walking and talking to the Republican voters in your neighborhood.
Perfect. Well, I love that. Well, all of you, thank you so much for the information. You've got a lot of work ahead of you, but we appreciate you volunteering.
Thanks for having us, Lisa.
Yes,
You're welcome.
You.
All right, thank you. And if you want more information about what we've just discussed, you can always go to the Republican Club of LagunaWoods.org. We'll be right back.
Curious about cannabis for your chronic pain? In a historic step in cannabis research, Dr. Dominguez will follow participants taking Cannaceutica, an oral capsule designed for chronic pain. The study is mostly remote and will give you access to top UCI medical professionals. Mayor Sherry Horn had this to say about the trial. Visit UCICannabisStudy.com today to see if you qualify.
Primary care is our first interaction with the healthcare system, but most people don't visit their physicians due to long lines, waiting periods, and moving from lab to lab. At Cure Medical, we bring healthcare straight to your doorstep. Our modern, upscale mobile clinics provide services such as prevention and wellness plans, annual exams, lab work, blood tests, and more. Give us a call today to learn more and schedule your next appointment. Cure Medical, close to home, far from ordinary.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Becky Lamaka here, who is here on behalf of Pacific Cremations. Well, hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Yeah, it's already zipping by. We're almost in February.
I can't believe it.
I know. well, it's been exciting few weekends here. I don't know if you're a football watcher, but certainly been lots of football.
Oh my goodness, I don't think you could have had more exciting games than what we saw this weekend. Wow.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been great. Now, we showed your commercial before we started talking, and you know, beautiful day that day, happened to be nice, and you offer lots of different kinds of boats if somebody wanted to do a cremation at sea.
We do.
But before we get into all the different choices, tell me what a cremation at sea really means.
Sure. Well, the cremation actually takes place at our crematory. You know, Pacific Cremation Services is a sister company of O'Connor Mortuary. And the O'Connor family started this firm about 6 years ago because they realized some families want a very simple cremation. They don't need all of the bells and whistles of O'Connor, and thus Pacific Cremation was born. So the cremation takes place, and then the families have the option of a number of different boats. They can choose as big or as small as they want it to be. And actually, sometimes families don't even want to be present. That's what we call an unwitnessed scatter at sea. So we will bring the cremated remains onto the boat and do the scattering on behalf of the family. They don't have to be present. And then we actually send them the latitude and longitude and the time that the scattering happened. So they have that as a keepsake to mark that moment.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's kind of nice. And then if they ever wanted to go visit that spot, they could do that, right?
Yes, they can go to that spot.
Okay. Oh, that's a great idea. Now, you said that there's different kinds of boats, and you can either have it where you witness it or not. So when you're not witnessing it, is it just a captain going out taking whatever boat, or how does that work?
It is. The family gets to choose. We partner with Dana Wharf charters, and so they have all of the boats available to us. And again, depending on what the family is wanting, if they want a bigger crowd there and maybe have a luncheon or hors d'oeuvres on the boat, they can do that. A lot of times people want, typically it's a few people who go out. They choose whether they want a scattering, maybe they want a biodegradable urn that will float on the water and dissolve. The captain of the boat will say a few words on behalf of that individual. There can be music, there cannot be music. Just like with any service, it's very individualized to make it meaningful for that family. But you know, living where we live, a lot of people have ties to the ocean and to the water, so it's very meaningful for that to be the final resting place.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, I keep thinking about my father because he's a fisherman. So I'm imagining that if somebody wanted to do that, that's something that they could, like you said, have attachments to the ocean. So now, in terms of actually getting this going, and what are some of the planning that needs to take place? I mean, I know you said there's a variety of different things that go into place. How quickly does it come together, and how soon do they need to call you?
It comes together very quickly. The one thing we need for cremation is permits from the county, and so that usually takes a few days. But once we have all of the permits in place, Lisa and Valeria, who are our funeral arrangers, cremation specialists there, sit down with the family and plan everything out. They take care of all of the permits, they schedule the boat, they do everything, so the family simply needs to decide what it is that they want as far as that ceremony, that memorial on the boat, and we take care of all of the rest for them. And then we do all of the, we'll call the family when the death certificates come into. A lot of people want to know about that, and you don't need those in place for all of this to happen. We get all of the permitting in place that needs to be done, because again, that comes from the county, and that usually takes 2 or 3 weeks for that paperwork to come in from the county. But once it is, we handle all of that for the family, call them, and they come and pick it up from us.
Okay, all right, good. And then, like you said, there's permits and things that you take care of. So when it comes to pricing, do the people need to be concerned about the pricing of permits, or how does that work?
That is all included in what we do, and we we don't upcharge. We simply pass that through. You know, one of the things that O'Connor and Pacific, the O'Connor family has always been very. It's been very important for them to be transparent in their pricing. So you can go onto the Pacific Cremation Services website today, and you will see all of the prices right there in front of you.
That's great. Well, that's good, because then they can go in, they don't have to make a whole lot of phone calls, it's right there, they can make their decisions. And then, like you said, it does take a few weeks for the permit, so it's best to probably plan, what, like a month out?
Well, people can plan ahead for their own. A lot of times people plan ahead for their own memorial at sea. But if the death has occurred, you can call right away, and as I said, it'll just take a few days to plan the actual ceremony at sea, just longer for those death certificates to come in.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, people call and we can get something within a few, scheduled within a few days.
Oh, I see. So there is no, you don't have to wait for the permits.
You don't have to wait.
Okay,
No.
gotcha. Oh, well, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, it seems very simple and certainly alternative, which is a nice alternative. Like you said, our weather always seems to be pretty good. However, you go no matter what, right? I mean, of course, if you can't, then you don't.
Yes.
But if it was cloudy, you
If
could
it was
still go.
cloudy, you still go, and you know, I've heard wonderful stories about it's cloudy and then that the sun peeks through right at that special moment. So
Oh,
that
wow.
can happen. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Now, how far out do you go?
Typically, they go out a few miles.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And how long does the whole trip usually take?
It's about an hour to 2 hours, depending on what the family wants to do. If they want food, sometimes that's a little bit longer. If they're doing more of a meal on the boat, a lot of times people go out, it's about an hour, and then they'll do the meal off-site. So.
Okay. Give me an idea of one that's kind of stands out in your mind that was really nice.
Oh, gosh. We did one for a family. We were on a sailboat and they went out to a particular mile marker, and the family was able to do the scattering, and then we also did little memory rocks for them. So they were able to write, we had paints and markers, and so they were able to write messages on the rocks, and then they threw the rocks into the ocean as well. And then they scattered rose petals, and we had music playing. The captain had some beautiful words to say, and it was just really, really special for that family. Dad was also a fisherman, was very connected to the ocean, to the water, and that was one of those cases where it was a little bit cloudy, and they sent us pictures. The clouds broke through, and the sun was streaming down right at that moment. So.
Wow.
It was special.
Kind of makes you have chills.
It does. It does. Very special for the family.
That's nice. I think that's really great, and it's a good alternative, like you mentioned. So.
And our team is ready and willing for phone calls. You know, people have a lot of questions about this. How far do we have to go? What are the rules? What are the regulations? And we're always able to answer all of those questions. Just pick up the phone.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got a slide that has that information.
PacificCremationServices.com.
Okay. And then the phone number is right on our screen,
Yes.
which is 382-7782.
That's right.
All right, fantastic. Thank you for the information.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll see you again. We'll be right back.
Pacific Cremation Services offers you the ultimate freedom to become one with the salty breezes and brilliant sunset reflections. A scattering at sea is a unique, beautiful way to honor the life of anyone who chooses to be cremated. We help you plan the details and understand what to expect. Choose from our 3 simple plans and let us help you start the process of healing and life celebration. Contact us at PacificCremationServices.com to create a personalized service at sea today.
Your dentures need to be replaced, or are they worn out or broken? Dr. Damon Anderson from Laguna Niguel Family Dental Care is here to help with your denture needs. We do in-office denture repairs, same-day denture relines, and provide metal and non-metal partial dentures. Laguna Niguel Family Dental Care also provides implant-supported overdentures, completely replaced by Dr. Anderson himself. New appliances are an opportunity to get 1 to 2 shades lighter for a more youthful look. Give us a call today or visit our website for a video consult at LagunaNiguelSedationDentist.com.
People with hearing loss only know the way they hear, not how much better they should be hearing. How well are you hearing? Are you understanding 60% or maybe only 30%? You don't know unless someone measures your hearing understanding ability. People are wearing hearing aids that are underfit with power, not programmed properly, the physical fit is too loose or too tight. Find out what your understanding score is with a special word test from Advanced Ear Care. Stop in today and tell them Stuart sent you.
Our movie for today is called Mildred Pierce, and this stars Joan Crawford. And it should be a very interesting one. It's when Mildred Pierce's wealthy husband leaves her for another woman, and there's a lot of decision-making going on. You can catch that today at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles, and that is brought to you by Providence Mission Hospital. And then we're going to let you know what Monday movie is. Monday movie is American Underdog, and this is a great flick about the progress of a future NFL MVP, Kurt Warner. And so it tells his story. You can catch that on Monday, 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without subtitles. All right, yesterday there was an Age Well presentation that was held here in the Village, and if you missed that, you can watch the replays of that on Tuesday, March 22nd at 10 a.m., Tuesday, March 29th at 6 p.m., and Thursday, March 31st at 1:30 p.m. So they would like you to chime in so you can give your opinion on whether or not you would like Age Well to run our bus services. Okay, Village Games are coming up in April, and so if you have a special skill in over 20 different sports or activities, you will want to contact you want to sign up at the Community Fitness Center, but if you want more information, you call 949-597-4273. And then just to let you know that Black Market is going to be the band for the upcoming performance that's going to be at the Performing Arts Center, April 2nd at 7 p.m. Tickets are available now, and you want to go to tickets.lagunawoodsvillage.com, or you can email recreation@vmsinc.org. Okay, let's take a look at our weather. We are looking for nice sunny skies the next few days, 66-51, 68-50, 72-49, and if you're traveling, the numbers look pretty good. Clear on the beaches, 65-53, 67-48, 63-53. Tahoe is expecting snow, Mammoth 45-20, Big Bear 50-25, Palm Springs 82, and Las Vegas 75-52 with some gusty winds. Have a great day in the Village. We'll see you again on Monday at 9 a.m. Bye-bye.
At Harvard Eye, we're so happy to be open again to see you for all of your medical and surgical eye care. We're taking great care to protect everyone from COVID-19 by seeing fewer patients, spacing out chairs in the lobby, sanitizing our office constantly, and doing much more. The world is changing a lot, but what hasn't changed is we're honored by your trust and confidence and committed to keeping you safe. We can't wait to see you again.